we talk about decimal numbers. Many people don't know about this. If you're a parent who has a child who start learning algebra, decimal number, addition, multiplication, or you are in high school and just learn that definition of rational numbers, I think this is good to know. Well, definition of rational number is the ratio of integer. Anything the ratio of integer is a rational number, but actually rational number has three different representation, three different way to write a number. Ratio of integer is one way, decimal number is another way, percentage is another way. These are three different. They are all equivalent, exactly same rational number. It's just a different way to write the number. That's all. And you may remember, so you did a lot of practice converting between the fraction to decimal, decimal to, they call this fraction, but actually it's a ratio. Okay, fraction is more general division, the meaning. Okay, so when you convert ratio into decimal number, you just use the tool, the method you learn, division, long division. So if you do long division, then you discover sometimes it comes back to the same number. That means it just keep repeating same thing over and over. So this is a cyclic number. We indicate either by dot or bar like this. Okay, so this is also rational number. It's just nothing different from this, a different way to write a number. Okay, decimal number to ratio. This kind of decimal number is easy, right? 134 over 100, and simplify it, 67 over 50. But if it's a cyclic decimal number, then it takes a little bit of algebra to convert it. And this part probably they don't teach in middle school, but the reason is you have to learn how to use x first. We suppose this is x, and we multiply this many digit, right? And since it's repeated here, hereafter, the same way. So if you subtract this from this one, then only this one left. So 9999x left. So x will be simplified, the ratio become the ratio. Okay, so you know any decimal number including cyclic number can be converted to the ratio. Decimal number to percentage is very simple. It's just a shift to 2 digit, right? Like a 2.45 is going to be 245%. Okay, so it's just a different way to write the same number, identical. That's what you need to know. Then how about irrational number? Can you convert to the decimal number? Well, it's going to be infinite random number. So you cannot describe it by decimal number. There's no notation like, okay, from here to here it's repeat, like a cyclic number. It's not going to be cyclic. It's going to be random. So you cannot convert to the decimal numbers unless you use approximation. Okay, and there's other kind of number, transcendental number. That's like pi and e. What it is it is the number is never be the root of the polynomial equation. Okay, so square root 2, square root of 5 can be the root of polynomial, but e and pi will not. Okay, so there are many kind of number like this. How many? Infinite number. So we have so many different numbers, but decimal number is basically rational number. So here's the reason why we need to align the decimal number to do the addition and subtraction. Suppose you have to add this we have to align the decimal number. The reason is you convert into this ratio, but you know, in order to add this fraction to this fraction, you have to align this number, right? So we multiply this to 1800 over 1000. Then you can do add or subtract, whatever. And that's exactly what you're doing, is aligning. Okay? This way. Actually aligning number of below decimal point rather than decimal point here. Okay? Number of decimal number below the decimal point has to be aligned in order to add or subtract. Okay, so you know the reason why we have to do this. Okay, that's a little short video just to understand what the decimal number is. And then please check out the videos. Thanks for listening.